today, your as above, so below message is about Venus. Okay, not exclusively, but today is a day of Venus, and Venus speaks about your long-term commitments and the stabilities that enforcing your values bring. Okay, Venus today enters Aquarius. Now we go from Capricorn to Aquarius. Okay, Aquarius represents that emotional freeness, that emotional freedom, that lightness, okay, and new kinds of connections. Okay, now coming out of Capricorn energy, it was very serious, it was very possessive, it was very, codependent. It represents that devil energy. So what we've been working through in this Venus energy is how we are showing up in relationships. Are you allowing your partner freedom? Are you allowing yourself freedom? Are you in a controlling or possessive relationship, or whatever the case may be? Is your ideology around relationships that you belong to me? Right? If so, now Venus comes in and moves that energy into a lighter type vibration here to the star energy, where it's like, I have faith that the person that I chose is X, Y, and Z. I have faith that this situation is going to end up the way that it needs to be here. This is the perfect time to let go of the heaviness of how things used to be when it comes to how you attract people and opportunities, because Venus is also the planet of attraction. Okay, not just being attracted to a human, but what you attract into your life here. Okay, so this is the perfect time to let go of that heaviness of how things used to be and attract from your specific Venus needs. What is your Venus sign? I told y'all, don't come your behinds over here if you do not know your charts. Go look at your charts. Okay, your specific Venus needs may have progressed after your Saturn return, okay? Which means if you are over a certain age, it may have progressed from one sign to another sign. So not only check that natal chart, but look at your progress chart, because it shows you how you've matured and what it is that you desire, okay? We are now attracting people that see the future the way that we do, whether it's romantic or business partnerships, okay? Now, Mercury also is squaring Chiron. You know, Chiron is the wounded warrior that never truly heals, but teaches through that pain, right? So Mercury squaring that right now is going to require honest communication with your wounded self. Baby, how have I been letting social standards dictate how I show up in my life? Okay, what wound am I not trying to face because I feel like it'll be too hard or too heavy, or I'll experience rejection, right? Spirit is suggesting that in this energy, we need to detach from external pettiness, because y'all do not know the impact that it has on you observing someone else being mistreated when it shows up, or the way that you interpreted it is the same wound that you have in yourself. So be very careful with entertaining external pettiness. Okay, right now, stand in your truth. All right, we are in the frequency day of 7. Today, the 16th. The 16th is that tower. Okay, don't be scared of the tower, because usually the tower only come in when that devil energy got too thick. Okay, so it's the frequency of the day is the tower, and it's the seeker of truth, because it reduces to 7. Okay, the breakthrough that happens after we erase these old belief systems and them boys begin to crumble is what we're going to be left in. Okay, that breakthrough. All right, so tonight, reflect on what truth finally clicked today about yourself, how you show up, about your life, whatever. Okay, and journal that down, because a lot of times when we reflect on the honest and honesty, right, and that radical honesty, and we reflect in that, it shows us our strengths. Yeah, it may amplify a few weaknesses, but it ultimately shows us that strength. Okay, so the frequency of the total day is 18, and baby, that's the moon. Speaking of the moon, okay, it is waning in Capricorn right now. Why is that important? If Venus just moved into Aquarius and we are needing to release these old heavy systems, then the moon waning in Capricorn right now is just amplifying that. Okay, the moon is 18, but it reduces to 9, and that's talking about closing out cycles. So we're closing out cycles when it comes to accountability. Okay, our resilience, that bounce back power, and facing our reality without being overwhelmed by it. Yesterday, the moon was in Sagittarius and we was removing the doubt. I don't know about y'all, but I definitely got triggered by somebody that called me, that made me completely doubt everything I put all my energy into. Okay, so if you experienced that, that was that Sagittarian moon energy waning and removing the doubt that you had in order to progress forward. And today, our responsibility is looking at this accountability, okay, clocking our resilience, okay, what is easy for us to bounce back from, what is a little bit harder, and focus on them things that's harder for you to bounce back from. Because when we face this reality without being overwhelmed, we have that breakthrough from that 16 energy. And then we can see the truth, okay? Chakra for the day is the third eye, baby. And with Venus moving into Aquarius on a 7-day, and it's 9 energy, your third eye is wide open. So trust your gut instincts and downloads over anything that you're seeing today. Because a lot of times our perspective and our perception has been blurred, okay, with other people's information, other people's feelings and stuff like that. So let me go from Aries to Pisces and see what's going on for y'all. Okay, from Aries to Pisces, what will be that breakthrough that comes in after the old belief system crumbles? Aries, it's about your money, baby. It's about saving. It's about your value. And you thinking that your value is somehow tethered to how much money you're making or how much money is in the bank. It's not. You're going to see that no matter what you have in the bank or what you're bringing in, that you still are a commodity that is needed. All right. So then we've got Taurus. Ooh, the way you see things, the breakthrough that you're going to have, Taurus, is you might have been seeing things a little unclear. Okay. When it comes to other people and when it comes to yourself, how you've been thinking. Okay. And being curious about actually finding the truth. That's going to be the breakthrough here. Okay. What's next? Gemini. Ooh, breakthrough that you're going to have is in the emotional body, right? I feel like you're finally going to be able to put your guard down or feel safe enough in your emotional body to open your heart again and allow somebody in to speak with you, okay? I feel like this is also your personal worth, okay? Because look at them fish. That fish represents money, abundance. So I feel like there's going to be some emotional abundance that you may have overlooked that you are already in possession of. Cancer, oh, baby, 9 of Cups. This is your wish fulfillment. So Cancers, I feel like the breakthrough that you're going to be having after the old belief system crumbles is you've already been granted what you've been wishing for. Your wishes have already been granted, okay? And Spirit wants you to know that the more you take care of yourself and the more that you love yourself and the way that you see yourself impacts the way that you show up to other people. So you best to be loving on you, okay? Leo, lovers. I just said best be loving. Look. Leo lovers. We got Gemini energy here for Leo, so you could be dealing with a Leo, or you could be dealing with a Gemini. But Leo, I feel like the breakthrough that's going to happen is long-term commitment. What is a long-term commitment to you? Whether it's financial, romantic, how to do that, how to rev yourself up and keep up the momentum and long-term commitments. Okay, what's that? Virgo. Ooh, Virgo, you're gonna have a breakthrough about what actually your happily ever after is. Okay, where do I see all of the work I'm putting up ending? Okay, am I ending it in solitude? Am I ending it with family? You know, whatever. Like, am I ending it in a relationship? I feel like you're gonna actually understand what your happily ever after is. Libra. Oh, okay. Start trusting yourself. Start trusting yourself. Okay, the breakthrough that you're gonna have is that you kind of already know a lot more than you think you do here, and you have to stick to that. Stick to what you know here. Okay, about yourself and about others. Scorpio, you're going to have a breakthrough about being abundant. Okay, being in the energy of abundance. We got Capricorn energy here. Okay, being in abundance. Okay, vibrating that energy. You're going to have a breakthrough about how to attract abundance by feeling abundant. Okay, Sagittarius. Ooh, okay, you're going to have a breakthrough about how and where to put energy. Okay, your inspiration, where does that come from? Okay, ooh, passion, honey. You're gonna have a breakthrough about what you're passionate about, Sagittarius. Okay, Aquarius. Ooh, okay, so that's Capricorn. I'm sorry, Capricorn. I feel like you're going to have a breakthrough about needing some sort of solitude. We got Virgo energy here. You need to connect back to yourself, okay? You've been around people too much, all right? Aquarius, you're going to have a breakthrough about your relationship or your business or your home, okay? And the stability that you bring in or that you're building for yourself. And Pisces, you're going to have a breakthrough about how to fix this imbalance when it comes to giving and receiving, okay? I love y'all so much. Let me know if this resonates for you. At the bottom for everybody is the sun, baby. You got this. You are the truth. Accept the truth. See the truth. Become the truth. I love you. Bye.